as if our government has not gotten big enough. It's gone beyond anything that should be constitutionally allowable. I'm just floored that a Senate vote 63-30 yesterday in favor of sales taxes made over the internet. Now, maybe you don't understand this, but let me be very clear. We're the United States of America, and our government, in its non-infinite wisdom, I would say in its tearing at the fabric of the Constitution, but the fact of the matter is, slowly but surely, we have taken away rights after rights after rights of states' rights. Now, the government has ridiculously overstepped those bounds in so many federal agencies which are non-constitutional. There's no place in the Constitution for the Department of Energy. There's no place in the Constitution for the Department of Education. But the fact is, they don't have enough tax. They're spending more than we can profit here in the United States. So what do? We want more taxes. This is got to be stopped. It is a regulatory nightmare to let the state of California go in another state and collect taxes. And this passed in the Senate, 63-30. What does Comrade Obama have to say about it? What do you think Comrade Obama has to say about this? He likes the redistribution of wealth. You can see it in his propaganda. Let's tax the rich. Well, that's not true. They ended up raising taxes on every American has had tax increases. Every American who pays taxes is paying more today. Largest tax increase in the history of America. Obamacare. Now they've got to go from state to state and give this governor the right to go steal money from another governor. Why? Because they can't run their own states. California is bankrupt. Illinois is bankrupt. New York is bankrupt. That's the climate of things that led to the Civil War. It was about money. The North had ran out. They had taxed their people into oblivion. They had ran over their budgets. They were broke. And the South had money. We're here again. Illinois, New York, California are broke. So why don't we give them the right to go to Texas or Florida or Kansas or another state and take the money? That way we're all the same. We're all equal. It's communism. And the problem with communism is there's a political class, a class above everybody, almost a royal class. And the 63 people that voted for this tax in the Senate, they're the royal class. And you, me, and every listener to this show is part of the working class. We have to stop it. They have to stop spending. They have driven our country off a cliff, and we are hanging on by a thread. This has to be stopped, and the House has to do it in such a way that it sends a message. Now let's just back up a minute. George, why are you so fired up about this tax? It completely tramples states' rights. Now, the fact of the matter is, you have somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000 taxing agencies which will have access to this new internet tax. How bureaucratic, how tyrannical, how heavy is 5,000 plus new taxing authorities on you? You think any mistakes can be made? They can't figure out a better way to save money? I mean, the reality is they made commitments to everybody that they can't fulfill. And instead of doing the right thing and coming to the American people united, just like they united people during the Depression, the same type of leadership we need here. We don't need bigger government. If government was the answer, we're the biggest government the world's ever seen. And it's not working. The Americans have become pessimistic again. The new polls out are, consumer sentiment at a 3-month low. We're supposed to be in this great recovery. Why? Well, it's getting better because government's getting bigger. Do you believe that? Now they want to come in and take money from the states on sales tax. And the governors who get in line and go beg with Uncle Sam, they'll get their hand out. But they'll lose control of their states, too. You think that the federal government's going to let you keep collecting sales tax over the years?
They're not going to be able to collect it. So then they're going to go to the government. We need the national sales tax service, and let's give them control of it. The federal government charges between 40 to 50% for collecting money and then sends it back to the state. So the governors are going to wake up that are already broke and say, well, at least I got some money here in California. The guy in Texas is going to be with his hand on his, man, we had the money we needed.
We're here again. If New York can't pay its bills, let them go broke. Same thing for California. Let them go broke. It was their decisions, their leadership that are driving the state off. I mean, California is rich with natural resources and barely tapping them. They want to spend, but they don't want to get off the backs of small business and let them grow. Now, the fact of the matter is, it's bad because it fuels the fire for bigger government. It's bad because it fuels the fire for more regulation. It's bad because constitutionally it tramples states' rights issues. It's bad that 63% of our Senate chooses to go against the Constitution. This is about redistribution of wealth. This is about poor states taking it from states that have been able to survive. I mean poor because they overspent, poor because they have bad leadership. Now, has the U.S. government gotten away with that? Yeah, they have. And they've printed a lot of money. Your money's down 30%. That's how much printing's going on. Your money should be down 70%. And will it catch there? I think so. This is bad. And the fact is, it's not the main item on the news. There's not huge debates about it. If I got to pay tax, I want to pay to the locals. I want to be able to talk to my representative. I want to be able to have some kind of influence over where that tax dollars go, to our schools, to our roads. This allows states to act reckless, like Greece did, like Cyprus did, like California is going to at some point put it to the United States. But this will just prolong that, because California could put it to the rest of the states for a while. No taxation without representation. I don't have representation in California, therefore I'm not going to be taxed by California.